Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is Igdalia on Their Fight Story, and I have with us Anthony, the assassin, and Njokuani.
Uh,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Okay, since the last time we talked, so many amazing things have been happening.
Yeah, sure do. Like back to back, which is good. I'm blessed.
Yeah. So you've expanded your fitness
Yes.
business. How
hmm
is that?
It's been going great. I've been getting customers left and right. New clients have been popping up, which is awesome.
Mhm.
Um, now, since that's going good, I'm trying to venture off in other things now.
So what are you venturing off to?
Venturing off in movie stunts now. Yeah, doing that. So that's been a blessing because before, when I first did it, it took almost 4 years for me to get another job. But
Okay.
then, yeah, and then after that, jobs have been consistently coming back to back. So thank God, I'm happy about that.
So how did that all start with doing stunts?
Well, it first started off with a movie that I did. I got called for. Um, did that movie? It was a Bollywood movie.
Mhm.
Did a fight scene in that movie. Then from there, just fell in love with it and wanted to continue on with it. And then actually got to do a commercial with Ryan Reeves like right after, which was almost 5 years later. Got
Mhm.
a chance to do a commercial with Ryan Reeves. I played his body double, which him and I are not the same. Our bodies are not the same. He is 2 inches taller and 3 inches wider. Yeah, it was he was, but it was a great experience. And then from there, it started off with more jobs coming back to back from movies to commercial.
Nice. Now, which can you talk about the one that you are working on now?
I can't talk about. Well, that one actually is. There were more before that one. The one that's already coming out right now. It's
Hmm.
another Bollywood movie called Liger, and that one I actually did with Mike Tyson.
Hmm.
I didn't get a chance to see Mike Tyson, but I got a chance to play one of his henchmen.
Oh,
And yeah, which was pretty cool because when we found out that because we thought we were gonna go out there and we thought we were gonna be like the heroes partners.
yeah.
But we ended up being the complete opposite. So we thought we were going to fight Mike Tyson, which was a good thing because there was something that happened on set that I'm glad it didn't happen to one of us. But yeah, because of Mike Tyson. But it was a great experience and it was awesome just being in the same presence of him, even though we didn't get a chance to like get to see him like uh, in person.
Hmm.
But just knowing that we're in something with him was really cool.
That's awesome. Now,
Mhm.
you've taken a break from fighting
I
since.
had to take a break from fighting. was it wasn't because I wanted to. I had to because uh, something was going on with the organization that I was previously signed with.
Yeah.
So they were having problems of getting us into. Well, we were having the Americans and some fighters in other countries were having problems of being able to fight in that certain country. So they didn't want to go through all that. So basically, what they're uh, mainly the fighters that they were mainly getting to be on shows were kind of local and kind of
Hmm.
non-local, but somewhere like in Asia and then somewhere in Singapore. So that was a problem that I was facing for like 2 years, and then
Hmm.
thank God finally, my boy Anthony Pettis came to the rescue and he got me hooked up. So thank you, big shout out to him for real.
So you're going to be fighting, and I saw December 17th
Yes,
for a new
yes.
promotion. What promotion is this?
This promotion is actually they already had like 3 shows already.
Hmm.
Game Bread MMA. So you
Okay.
already know who it is. Jorge Masvidal's
Hmm.
new organization. So I'll be fighting for them December 17th. Make sure you guys tune in on UFC Fight Pass.
And how, I mean, not how, but like, how did you get back into it?
I actually was training with Anthony Pettis.
Hmm.
We went for a run. I told him basically what I was going through and how I was being sidelined and kept from fighting for almost 2 years. And he was like, man, I got you, bro. And then right off the bat, a few minutes later, he called him and then, yeah, got me on real quick. And, my agents, they're great.
Mhm.
but they were having problems with other organizations trying to put me on because of what one champion because of the other organization I was fighting for were saying. So when they finally got the green light,
Mhm.
they were trying to place me into other organizations, but being who I am, they were like, he's too expensive and all this stuff like that.
Mhm.
But then Gamebird gave me a chance and put me on.
So, how do you handle, or how do your agents handle that, as far as getting you a fight when another promotion is trying to keep you on the sidelines?
That's a problem they were having. And when they finally gave them the green light, that's when they were able to actually go out and search for other fights. But they were trying very hard. They were trying real hard. But you know, some people just don't pull. Some organizations just don't pull the trigger sometimes when they're not really wanting somebody like that. They want somebody that they can, be able to. I would say
Control?
less, yeah, control, yeah, yeah. Who they'll have more control on versus
Yeah.
somebody that's been in big shows before.
Yeah. Wow. That's, it's interesting to hear that because many people don't even realize that all these fighters are struggling with that aspect because
Mhm.
from the outside we just think, oh yeah, well they'll just go from one place to another and that's fine, and then we wonder, well, why aren't they fighting? And but we don't really understand the behind the scenes that you guys have to deal with, because I'm sure you've been training and training and training
Oh
nonstop,
yeah.
just waiting for the opportunity.
Oh yeah. And there were times when I was just gonna give up. I was actually once the movie stuff started. If I didn't get this deal with Gamebred, I would have just retired from fighting and just stick with the whole movie thing. Because actually, I was getting hit up a whole lot faster for that than I
Mhm.
was with fighting. So I was about to give it up, but then my boy Anthony told me to stick it out, and then he got me connected. And yeah, is if it wasn't for Anthony Pettis,
Yeah.
I would have retired.
Wow. Well,
So,
thank you, Anthony Pettis, for giving him the opportunity to get back in there and
oh yeah,
allow
of
the
course.
assassin to do his thing.
She was mad proud of that. That's why that's my brother right there, man. That's why he's my brother.
Yeah, it's awesome to see that, that bond with,
Mm.
fighters, because it's unfortunate that people see fighters as just, little players like on video games, and they
Yeah,
don't really see you guys as human beings, as people, that you guys
yeah.
actually struggle and have to go through certain things, and sometimes the people that are supposed to support you and be there for you aren't, and
No,
then the person
no.
that you least expect, is the one that steps up. And I'm not saying that you didn't expect it from Anthony, but I'm sure you were expecting, you know for it to come through a different way. But yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
hey, we got you.
Oh yeah, he kicked in real quick. He jumped on the phone, called a couple people. Actually, called just one person. Well, he called a couple people, and then that one person was the one that jumped right on and got me on. Yeah, he didn't have to jump through hoops or nothing. He just went straight to the right source, and yeah, he got me right on, which is pretty awesome. How quick he worked.
Yeah. But that takes a lot, that people need to actually understand and see, is that you kept your composure throughout this whole time. Not once could you, well, maybe
Yeah,
behind the scenes it was something
yeah.
totally different,
I
but
did, but a lot of people were causing me to. Uh, I don't want to like make them look bad, but there are a lot of people that are causing me to get into a bad place mentally
Mhm,
because they wanted me to do other stuff to give up this. But when you have a dream, you have a dream.
mhm,
When you have a, a destination that you want to go, let that person go. Don't force them to try to do something
mhm.
else that will benefit you, not them. Because in the long run, what's going to happen? You're just going to hurt that person more than you're going to, you know, help yourself.
Yeah, and you know what? People don't realize that it's a domino effect.
Hmm.
It's a domino effect. And I mean, you kept it together. I mean, there's no way I would have been able to follow you on any of your social media and even thought that you were going through so many things. Like there was like no, like remarks indicating one thing to, show another. You know how people always throw little
Yeah.
jabs and stuff? No, you just kept your focus on your business, on your career, building your fitness. And it's remarkable. And it should be an example to all these other fighters that are going through something similar and just don't really know what to do. What would you advise these fighters that are going through something similar, since you've been through it, are going through it, and are getting on the other side of it to see the light?
Well, the one thing I would say is just keep the focus. Don't let it, it's like you have to have tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
Have your mind set on one thing, and everything else is just surrounding you, and whatever that the negative stuff that are surrounding you, just take the focus off of them and keep your mind on what's more important for yourself, especially mentally. Because there was a time, I'm not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
I did fall into deep depression
Mm-hmm.
because of this, because of all that happened, and I did lose focus a little bit. And then when a experience happened in my life that caused me to jump back on
Mm-hmm.
because of things that did happen and how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So once I regained that focus, I just kept my mind right on what I needed to keep it on. That's what I tell. That's what I would tell like a lot of people: don't lose focus. Just keep on moving, forward,
Mm-hmm.
forward towards your dreams, and everything else. Uh, just wipe that out.
Yeah, everything falls into place once you start focusing on
Hmm.
what's your real goal, what's your real mission. I always say stay calm, stay focused, and know your why, because the moment we lose track of it, like we forget what our real purpose is, everything just falls. It just becomes chaos. It's like a whole freaking tornado happening, and everything is just pulling you this way and pulling you that way. But if we stay calm,
Oh,
things will eventually fall into place, and we can think clearly, because
hmm. And
in the
look at it now.
chaos.
Yeah, and look at it now. I got movies that are going. I have
Mhm.
auditions that I'm about to start doing. Um, I'm actually also trying to fall into a foundation because I also want to start doing work out in Nigeria to give back to my
Oh,
people.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to start doing that. I have some people that I'm going to start talking to. Well, actually, I had a meeting yesterday with some partners of mine that want to start
Mhm.
doing that. They're also fellow Nigerians, and they also want to be a part of that and help me start developing gyms out in Nigeria too for those unfortunate kids that can't go
Mhm.
to gyms like how we can go to gyms. Because people don't understand there's money out there in Nigeria, and
Mhm.
we just need to figure out a way of how to utilize that money to help the people.
Yeah, that's awesome. When you lost focus, who was there for you to get you back on track?
Duh. The only people that really were there were my family, really, to tell you the
Mhm.
truth. My family and my coach, I would say. And some friends in the gym that actually helped me out. And a buddy of mine's actually who he calls me my African son, Anthony Brown. Yeah, Anthony Brown. He was also there for me. So I give it up to those guys. One Kick Nick, Anthony Brown, and Joyce Luna. They were all the main people that were there for me when I started going down that downward slope.
And how did they get you back out?
Just talking to me, having conversations, giving me good advice, and that would help. And then my family just being there for me as well.
But what was it that really got you to listen? Because I know when a person is going through depression, or they're struggling with all these different things, sometimes we don't hear what people are telling us. Like,
Hmm.
we we just put a barrier where we can't see and we can't hear. What was it that you heard that kind of like brought you back to actually see the what
Well,
was in front of you?
for one, how my brother got to UFC. That's one thing that lifted me back up. Seeing that actually told me, and then uh, a bunch of people just saying, "Remember who you are.
Hmm.
You're Anthony Njokuani. You're capable of doing things in this world.
Hmm.
All you have to do is just continue doing what you're doing." And that actually helped out a lot. And then and that tough love with from my coach that helped me out as well too. So to lift me back up, and the things that he was saying, he was speaking to me and telling me that things are going to happen in this world. You can't allow that stuff to bring you down. Just keep doing what you're doing because you're going to get to where you want to be. And after that, I went out. I started working hard, trying to meet the
Mhm.
right people for the movies and for the commercials. Then I got set up with I met somebody that set me up with a good agency, and then that agency is what's been helping me get movie roles set up, auditions set up, commercials set up, and then now with Anthony and with what Anthony said to me as well, helping me out with that, and then places me with Gamebred, and he's going to be helping me with a bunch of other stuff as well too. So yeah, just all those people being in my life and telling me all that and giving me good advice is what lifted me back up.
That's awesome. I'm glad that they were able to pull you back up, remind you of who you are,
Hmm.
remind you, you're the assassin. You're going to
Yeah,
kill all these negativity. You're going to kill all this stuff and you're going to kill it back in the cage. You know what I
that's
mean? It's who you are.
yeah,
Don't forget who you are because of a moment of disappointment or struggle or
yeah. That's what you should never forget is who you are because you can
never.
only get that. Yep.
The moment we start looking, see, we have our own eyes, we got to see who we are with our own eyes. Forget about what everybody else sees because that doesn't matter. I mean, unless they're looking at the positive and they're trying to bring you back up, just like your coaches and your friends and your family. Um, but once you start putting yourself on their, like viewing yourself through their eyes, you're never going
Hmm.
to meet whatever vision they have because it's not you. You're you. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of. You know what
Yeah.
you've created and will continue to create because even in that difficulty that you had in that whole chaos, you still managed to build yourself.
Oh
And
yeah.
while other people thought they were destroying you, it's like, no, 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 you're building yourself from the inside out.
Hmm.
So now people should fear you even more because maybe you weren't mentally strong enough to endure everything, but now you have your mental state strong enough to endure. You have your physical state. I mean, you're the complete assassin now because there ain't nobody gonna mess with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Oh yeah,
it's
it's a completely different mindset now. Now it's all about
exactly
living for success, living for
living for
big things.
you,
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about right now.
living for you. Like who, like really think about it. You've gone through so much, right? You built your business. Now your career's taken off. You almost stopped your fight career, and now your buddy Anthony Perez brought you back. Like, hey, no, we're not going to allow this to happen. Brought you back in, and even with all that, you are still managing to have a vision and all these goals to help other people in other countries that
Hmm.
don't have the resources. Other people would have just left it at that. Like, okay, well, my fitness is taking off. That business is good. Now that's check. And now I'm doing my acting career, check. And oh wait, I'm back in the cage, check. And then that's it. But no, like you're like, okay, well, I did these. Now I'm gonna keep adding to my list and keep adding, which shows everybody else that you can keep achieving so much in life even when you have what you need and what you want. Like you don't stop
Yeah.
there, and a lot of
Oh,
people stop, so
um,
you're a great example to the people who are going through what you're going through as professionals
mhm.
as well as a people that are rising up to eventually be where you're at because they need to see that fighters are human. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like you guys go through things. You guys experience things, not just in the cage when you get hit and kneed and elbowed and taken down and choked. No, you guys go through all of that in real life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like all these different struggles that you go through in life causes you to feel those things.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
people need to see you as who you are and see that it's not going to destroy you.
That's true, and that's why I just keep on. And when I get messages from other fellow Nigerians from
Hmm.
Nigeria, and they're telling me about their story, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to step up and do that whole foundation thing
Hmm.
for them. And then the conversation I was having with my partners the other day, and that's another thing that motivated me. So doing that for them, and then it's for my people. It's
Mm-hmm.
for the Nigerian people. I want to give back to them, give back to those that are struggling on the streets that don't have a place to go to, and that gym can be, or that training facility can be their place of home,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll feel comfortable being there because of what is going on the outside of that building. And that's what I want to get back to them. And also build up the next
Assassin?
UFC, yeah, assassins, the next Nigerian killers,
Yeah.
uh, next generation of Nigerian killers in MMA or boxing or even kickboxing.
I am so glad that you did not retire, because when you talk about this foundation and you talk about how you are going to build all these new fighters, like, you glow and you have the biggest smile because it's your passion. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell that this is what you want, and as long as you have that, you're
Mhm.
gonna keep inspiring people, and they're gonna want to have what you have. They're gonna want to have, you see that smile he has? I want that. Like, what is his passion? What's really, you know what I mean? And nobody can take that from you.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta keep on smiling no matter what.
No, see, yes,
Mhm.
you can keep on smiling, but there's different types of smiles. There's
Uh-huh.
the hi, yeah, and then there's that one that really comes from inside, that you can tell it's the passion. It's what builds you. It's what fuels you. It's what motivates you, and that, because you've mastered it and you've learned it, you can instill that in all these other fighters, all the youth, anybody,
Hmm.
because this world is just spinning
It's
out of
chaos.
control.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And especially with people who you feel there are by your side
Hmm.
aren't really by your side. They'll
Yeah.
claim that they are for a specific time period,
Hmm.
and then when that time period is expired,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when the true sides come out.
Yeah. And I see now, well, I don't see now, but I'm pretty sure now, once people start seeing your posts that you're, doing these movies and now you're back in the cage or you're back in the ring, oh, now everybody's going to start reaching out to you and doing all this stuff. Um, but it's like, where were you before? When I
Yeah,
was still building myself and needed that
and I was
that
alone in the
support.
dark. Yeah, alone in the dark.
Yeah. But you know what? You were alone in the dark and you broke out. You're shining, you're glowing, you're smiling. You know what I mean? It's like you needed that to, like, break through.
Because those type of events actually, or those type of times, makes you even stronger.
Hmm.
It's not, you can lose the fight, but if you can go through something like this and come out with a smile and be happy and still have that eye in your vision,
Hmm.
yeah, you're strong. You're somebody that people should watch out for
Yes.
because of who you are, because
Yeah.
of how you got out of that by yourself,
Yeah.
which is good. Yeah, which is good, and I'm happy.
You should be
Yeah,
happy. I'm
we're happy.
happy for you. I'm really happy. I'm very proud of you that you never gave up, that you kept moving forward, even in your silence, because that's the thing. It's like when people are quiet, that's when people really, really need to be careful and very, very cautious, because like, now, who am I kidding? I'm not quiet. Um, but when people are quiet, that's when
Uh,
they need to fear them, because they're building. They
yeah.
are building and building and building. And when it comes out, no one can stop them.
Oh yeah. Strong warriors right there.
Yeah. You build
Maybe
them.
maybe maybe it's just a Nigerian in me. This Nigerian warriors that what's that movie called back in the day? It was an African movie. Dang, what was it? Well, that's basically how I am. I'm running out in the field with my shield and my spear, not caring, lone fighter, doing my thing by myself and taking everything out and accomplishing so much.
Yeah. You have so much, and you are going to accomplish so much, and you have the right people with you.
Hmm.
And, the ones that don't need to be with you will slowly just disappear. And because they're not going to be able, let's be honest, people are not going to be able to handle this new assassin.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to handle it, because who you were then and who you are now, you've been transformed
Oh yeah.
to, like, your mindset, your whole focus, everything. Where
Yeah.
now,
I don't even go out anymore now. I just
Oh,
stay at home. I go to church. I just got done with church a few minutes ago. Yeah, well, you already know. Yeah, I mean, when people call me up to go out, I just rather just chill at home, save my money, and watch a movie on Netflix or YouTube,
yeah, that's
or
the best thing.
think about the next thing that I want to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's completely different from how it used to be. Like I would go out almost every other Saturday, drink. Like I'm actually about to start giving up drinking too.
good for you. Look at you. This new man over here.
No
Watch
man,
out,
no who.
world.
Who is?
New assassin. Who this?
Yeah, put a stamp on that.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we conclude with this interview?
Actually, just want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank Anthony Brown. I want to thank Joyce Luna. I want to thank One Kick Nick, my family. Uh, thank you guys for being there for me. And also, I can't leave out Anthony Pettis. Thank you for being such a great friend. And also, he's a great uh, businessman, motivator. That kid is everything. And if you guys, I'm telling you that he's a great dude. And I want to especially thank him and thank all the people that were there for me in those tough times. And yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you back in the cage.
Make sure you guys check it December 17th, Game Bread MMA, Biloxi, Mississippi. Almost messed that up. Biloxi, Mississippi. Yeah, we're gonna go to the trenches. Go to the trenches, so make sure you watch out.
I hope they're ready for you. I hope they're ready for the new you.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get back in there. It's been far too long. Can't wait to go back in there, do my thing again.
Awesome. Thank you so much.